Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A carry, and right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Allen to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, in that win over New England.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Allen now looks to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
It in with Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now. In terms of what?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Moore, the man in motion. From the 29, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On second and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second and 9, Allen got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Allen now on the option right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Bills. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 26. 82 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Morris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Allen. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And get deep, man. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far.
And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me that, man, it's caught inside the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held